Hello, this is LordUg. Yes, it is. Welcome to another Darkest Dungeon class guide. Now, we're going to go with the Antiquarian. I decided I was going to do them in alphabetical order. Now, I know I started with Crusader, so that started bad, but it was only after when I did the Arbalest I decided I'd do them in alphabetical order. Although, I don't think I'm going to do the Abomination, which is why that hasn't come first. Because, I don't know, it's just the Abomination doesn't gel with my playstyle. I can honestly say I've not even missed the Abomination. I've hardly looked into it, I hardly know about it, and it's not a class that I feel that is missed in a party because there's so many other classes that you can put in. So no, they probably won't be an Abomination guide, but I don't know that yet. But that's what, for now, right now, they won't be. So anyway, we're going to go on to the Antiquarian instead. And I've got to admit, the Antiquarian, on the surface, can look like it's a little bit pointless. Because its skills and attacks aren't that big. I mean, it's got a... Let's go through the skills. It's got this Nervous Stab 3. None of these do a lot of damage. I mean, you're probably going to hit with, like, between 3 and 8 damage. Now, that's not bad early on when some of the mobs have got 8 or like 10, where you could take a big chunk of them off. Early, that's really good. It's pretty decent. They can join in with the attack, but as time goes on and things start getting in the 20s and 30s, then kind of the Antiquarian becomes a little bit pointless when it comes to the fighting side of things. So the Nervous Stab is okay to start with. The good thing about it is it's got a decent reach. You can hit slots 1, 2 and 3. So that's one plus to it. But as I said, early on good, later on not very good. The Blight is really bad. It's it actually on level 1, I mean, this is level 3 Blight, and it still only hits with 2 points for 3 rounds. It starts on 1. It just hits with 1 point per round. So if something's got 8 HP, you're going to have to wait 8 rounds to do it. Of course it stacks, so you can next round put it on again and it's 2. But it's awkward keep doing that, putting one on when you can easily just hit them with this and take about 5 off or something like that. So the Blight is... Only good thing about the Blight is it can hit any place, any slot. Which, I suppose in this game, when it keeps leaving things alive with 1 point, which you do see a hell of a lot on this game, you'll be surprised when you watch me playing through, that how many times you hit one of the monsters, and you leave it with 1 point. So I suppose in that case, it's actually not bad. It's got 119 base, so it's not bad. And it'll take that 1 point off. So if you need to take 1 point off something, yeah, this Blight's really good because you can hit any slot. But if you're needing to do any more damage, it's terrible. So we've got this one, which is Get Down. Yeah. Again, this is decent for of course the Antiquarian, because it gives 15 dodge, and they have, I think it's about 10. They have 10 dodge to start with. Yeah, 10 armor base. And what else it give? 5 speed, and they have a 5 speed to start with. So it stacks. It knocks them back 1 slot, which I suppose doesn't matter if you pull them in slot 4. Doesn't really matter. But I mean, 15 dodge is really nice. Stack that up a little bit on her, and she'll be almost like a ghost to hit. So that's decent. And 5 speed means she'll go more regularly. Although I don't see why that's needed. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm downplaying her skills, but early on she's actually pretty decent. Later on she becomes a bit harder to find a use for when it comes to combat. But I'll explain the rest later. So you've got a debuff target here as well with Flash Powder, where you can hit any slot again. That's one good thing about it. She can hit nearly any slot just about any time. So she can debuff a target with 12 accuracy, so it doesn't hit, but in this game, even with 12 accuracy, I mean, I've used the Jester's. Jester's got one, that solo, that takes 10 accuracy off, I think it is. I stacked that 3 times and took 30 accuracy off some of the monsters, and they were still hitting me every shot, or just about every shot. They like miss once out of every 4. So, you know, because monster accuracy is quite high in this game, and the more levels they go up, the higher the level, the higher the accuracy is, and it gets to a point where stacking accuracy debuffs on them is just pointless, because they're going to hit you anyway. Their accuracy is so high. So that becomes a little bit pointless. Heal starts off on 1-1. Even on level 3, it's only 2-2. Again, it's not really good. I mean, even the Crusaders heal. I don't know if I've got this up. Even the Crusaders heal starts off low, but at least gets to 5-6, which is actually pretty decent in the end. But Fortifying Vapors, it's only a 2-2, so it's not. I mean, yeah, if somebody's on death's door and they need to be moved off death's door quickly, and the Antiquarian has a go, then yeah, heal. But otherwise, leave it to whatever class you bring in, like the Vestal or the Occultist. It's just not necessary. Invigorating Vapors, buff target, +3 dodge. I think that's actually all targets, I think. I'm not sure if it hits everybody. One of them does. I thought that one did. I thought that one hit everybody. And if it, I can't remember. I've got to admit, I can't remember if that hits everybody, or if it, but it just says buff target, so it might be just one. But if that's the case, then all it is 3 dodge, and 3 dodge isn't a lot. Again, as the game goes up and the monster accuracy gets greater, 3 dodge will do nothing for you. Even 15 dodge ain't going to do a lot for you, because they'll still hit you a lot of the time, because their accuracy gets really high. So again, that becomes pointless. The only one, besides possibly Nervous Stab, that has any real effect is probably this one, Protect Me. Now this is only on level 1, but level 3 of course it'll be the dodge and the prot will go higher. So in fact, let's have a look. Protect Me. Let's put up a couple. So it doesn't seem to go up any higher. Or did it? I don't know. But the point is that so you get 5. You know, this goes on to another target. Basically, what happens here is, let's say I cast this on a Crusader, then the Crusader will get 5 dodge and 25 protection, and they take the damage for me. So if something targets me, the Antiquarian, the Crusader will get the damage, but the Crusader will get the damage reduced by 25% protection. So, you know, once the maths worked out, you might get with a critical that would have hit the Antiquarian for about 20, and it actually might only hit the Crusader for about 7. So it, you know, you can cast it on these, you know, bigger protected or things, or like your first slot characters, a bit like your Leper, Crusader, Hellion, them kind of people, Man at Arms, those kind, and you can put this protection on them, and it protects the Antiquarian from damage. So that one's not bad actually. Camping skills, well, they're normal. You can put tech stress off. I haven't actually messed about with camping skills on this one, but you know, that one, most classes have got that, and that one, wound care, that removes blight and bleed and gives 15% HP back. Pep talk, same, 15% less stress over 4 battles. Resupply. Now, these two are actually really good, so I'll skip them a minute and we'll go to Strange Powders. So this one's not bad. For one companion, if they're pretty weak with the resists, you can give them +20 resists across the board over everything. And then you've got Curious Incantation, which is self only, -50 stress for 4 battles. So, you know, if somebody hits you with 20 stress, you'll only get 10. So that's actually pretty good. These two are actually really good. We'll go with, well, the resupply first. It produces a random supply item, so it might be a bit of food, might be a medical herb, might be a holy water, might be a, you know, things like that. The things that that you use like the medical herb and all them kind of things. It works. That's your supply items. Then you've got this one, which is probably the best thing about for all the skills of the Antiquarian, and that is Trinket Scrounge. It can give you, just by spending 2 on the rest thing, it can give you a chance to get a random trinket, and that can be range from very common all the way through to very rare. So I'll give you numbers a little really quickly on that. For a very common, after every 25 times you click this, you'll get a very common 10 times. Out of another 25 times, we'll do it 25 each time. 25 goes, there's a chance 7 times of getting a common. Another 25, there's a chance of getting 5 uncommon. There's 5 chances of getting an uncommon, or you'll get 5 uncommon out of 25, let's say. A rare is 2, and there's only one out every 25 goes chance that you'll get a very rare. So it kind of comes down pretty quick, but there is that chance. You know, a very rare can sell for quite decent money, and yeah, there's only one chance out of every 25 that you'll get it, but it's still there. It's still worth it. It's free. You know, if you've got a couple of rest points left, and you've got nothing to spend them on, you don't need to spend them. Spend it on this. It's free money. Even if you just get very common, it might sell for 750 or 500. It's still better than nothing. So, you know, take it basically. Quirks, nothing major, because at the end of the day, she isn't really a warrior type. She's there for another reason. She's there basically for money. This is what she's for, and I'll explain why in a second. But your Antiquarian is there for money. She's not really there to be a warrior type or anything like that. She's got terrible range and class and melee and that for skills. It's not good. But for money, she's amazing, and I'll explain that in a minute. I just want to cover equipment. This is a decent one for her. I haven't got many trinkets for her, but again, all you need to look for, I think personally, for an Antiquarian, you want to put max HP up if possible, dodge up, speed up. That's about it. Because she wants things that's going to keep her alive. Speed makes it so she goes earlier and she can probably get this cast on people to keep her alive. Dodge speaks for itself. There's a chance to dodge. Early on, that's really good. And max HP, as high as you can make that, she'll survive longer. So this one's pretty decent because there's no bad side to it. It just hit Carapace Idle. It just puts 25 max HP, 25% max HP. That's great. And I put this one on because it puts a dodge up. There's no bad side to this either. The Calming Crystal. You get 4 dodge, so it puts onto a dodge, and she gets 15 stress automatically just going into the dungeon. So I find these two work well together. But you know, anything that can put, like I say, HP, dodge, or speed. Right, now let's talk about the important things about the Antiquarian. These are the reasons why you do use her. Because you might have been thinking, oh, I've been knocking the skills, so why bother? Well, this is why. For one, stacks of gold, when you go through with an Antiquarian, you can get 500 more per Antiquarian. So, for example, you can get a stack of gold up to 1,500 as it stands right now. You take an Antiquarian in, and your stacks can now be 2,000. So each stack of gold is now 2,500 more. If you take another Antiquarian in, you can stack up another 500. So if you took a party of 4 Antiquarians in, which is crazy, but if you want to, if you took a party of 4 Antiquarians in, you could literally get stacks of 3,500 per stack of gold. So that's really, really good. So money wise, she's worth a lot. Now, like I say, also you've got to remember the sale of the trinkets from the Trinket Scrounge. That's good too. But also, she has the chance. Well, no, what she does do is if you open things with her or take her into a dungeon after every battle, or if you open curios with her, like chests, boxes, you know, cabinets, everything like that, you will get something called a minor antique, and they stack up to 20, and each one is worth 275 gold. So each stack is basically what, for like 5,500. So, and you get them for everything. You do a battle and you get your rewards for winning the battle, you'll get one. You open a box, a chest, a cabinet, whatever, you'll get one. You know, so that, and they stack up to 20, so that's amazing. And then you'll start a new stack. So just keep getting them on a long dungeon. You can probably get 2 or 3 stacks of these, and each one's, you know, just over 5 grand. And also, it is possible for you to get rare antiques, which are stacked to 5, and they're worth 1,000 each. So that's another 5 grand. And you can get them. You don't usually get them after a battle, but you'll get them from like opening a chest, but using the key. Opening a chest with the key, opening a cabinet with the key, opening, you know, where you use the actual right supply item to open it. There's a chance you'll get a rare antique from that, and that's worth 1,000 each and stacks to 5. So she brings in money, and in this game, I've said it before, money is vital. There's a hell of a lot in this game that spends your money. You get stressed up, it spends your money. You get, you know, you've got to get rid of diseases, bad quirks, etc. It costs money. You've got to keep spending. This game is dependent on money. So the fact that she can bring you in money, she can be the difference between you making 10 grand profit and 30 grand profit. So don't underestimate her when it comes to money, because she really, really, really is worth it. So, you know, try, if you can get her somewhere safe, get protection on her, get a couple of trinkets that put her HP up and protection up and that, and keep her alive, she will return the favour by bringing you a hell of a lot of money in. So that is where her strength is. So there you go, guys, that's the Antiquarian. I'm sure you've got other ideas. Some of you might think she's really great for other things. That's just my view of her. I've told you what I think, and hopefully you'll see that she is worth taking in. But remember, later on, in later dungeons, it is a lot harder. When the mobs are a lot harder, when you're going in the the advanced dungeons and the bigger ones, like three to level 3, level 4 ones, level 5, level 6 ones, you've got to remember she's going to become a lot less useful then, because she's going to die quickly. But early on, she can make you really good money. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I shall see you soon with the next guide. You take care, and goodbye for now.